Hello guys, how are you doing today? Are you good? So before we start our class, don't forget to subscribe the video and activate the notifications to keep improving your English, alright? This class we're gonna work on September 6th, okay? And the text talks about Susumu Tonegawa, who is a Japanese molecular biologist awarded by the Nobel Prize for Physiology of Medicine in 1987. A molecular biologist by training, he changed fields and ventured into immunology studies before again changing fields to neuroscience. Okay? So now we're going to take a look at the verbs. Okay? So we have in here to award, to procedure, to elucidate, to become, to devote, to honor, to spend, to move, to change, and to pursue. Alright? So let's go to the home practice. Home practice are on pages 618 until 619. Okay? In this first exercise, junior, senior, and master, you have to write about the gadgets. Okay? So we have in here molecular sensor, tiny optical sensor, Vita stick, amp strip, iHeart, and BitByte. Okay? Letter A, you have to answer which gadget did you like most and why. So I like the molecular sensor because you can check if you're using the real objects. Also, you may regulate how many calories are you consuming. Letter B, consider the following. How likely would you be buying them on the internet? Give a score of 5 for highly likely and a score of 0 for highly unlikely. Explain why you would or would not buy these items on the internet. Okay? So we have in here computer program 5 because it would be easier to download it. Timed food number 0 because it would be harder to check if the food is spoiled or not. Fresh fruit and vegetables 0 because it would be harder to check if the food is spoiled or not. Tickets to the cinema 5 because it would be faster. Clothes 0 because I would not be able to try them on. Small technology like an MP3 player 5 because it would be faster and cheaper. Large technology like a computer or TV 5 because it would be faster and cheaper. Okay? Senior and master, you have to summarize the gadgets depicted in the video. Try to use the accessories and language chunks, okay? So we have the molecular sensor. You can check if you're using the real objects. Vita stick, personal device for checking your vitamin and mineral status. Amp strip, thin waterproof sensor and provides information on your activities level, their heart rate, and etc. iHeart, it's divided in two gadgets, a fingertip pulse sensor and a free app for pulse signal analysis. BitByte, it's a time device that helps you analyze and change your eating habits. It is a wearable device to help improve our nutrition. Okay? And now we're going to go to the review. Okay? This review, we're going to work with the modal verbs, connectors, and invitation expressions. Okay? So, and also the adjectives. Adjectives we use to qualify the noun. Okay? The modal verbs that we are going to use in this class, we're going to have should, must, mustn't, have to. Alright? So when we talk about should, we're talking about a suggestion, a recommendation, an advice. Alright? When we are talking about must, we have two ideas included. When we're using about I and we, we're talking about a personal obligation. And when we're using the other subjects, we're talking about a strong advice, recommendation, suggestion, and etc. okay? To contrast with must, we have to, okay? Have to is a semi-modal, okay? So what means being a semi-modal? Semi-modal suffers the variation of the third person singular. We need an auxiliary verb to make the negative and the interrogative form, okay? So in the case of have to, we're talking about an external obligation, all right? Somebody commands you to do that. And finally, we have must. Must has the idea of prohibition, all right? So let's take a look at the examples. So number 1, I should produce more articles like Einstein. And the second example, do you want to come to my lab and meet Professor Shilab? Okay, guys, that's it for today. It was a pleasure to be with you. Don't forget to come to our online classes and see you next time. Bye-bye.